My name is Haley Jade East. Welcome to Elevate the Masses. In my personal life, people have been asking me what's wrong, what's going on, and I'm not a good pretender. I'm holding a jade right now. My birthday was a couple days ago. I just turned 25, May 26th. I'm not good at pretending. I woke up this morning and the first thing that I was hearing was, it is not a burden to know the truth, but it is a heavy, heavy load. It is definitely a big responsibility. It's something that somebody that is not really thinking or trying to change it or manipulate whatever is going on with the whole, the responsibility is a little bit lower. You're not that person is not having the to endure the extreme stress, anxiety, nervous system rocks and shakes. Like, those are things that they're not accustomed to, right? So when you're trying to explain to somebody who doesn't really live that sort of lifestyle like you, um they're kind of just like, ooh, girl, what's this energy shift, what's this? Sometimes finding out more and more and more and more, and now I feel like I have already hit the level of knowledge on this specific system that we're in, that I don't even need to know anything else. We have already been given the underlying scope of our situation. The rest is now whatever. The rest is now whatever. We have found out some of the worst stuff ever. We have found out some of the worst stuff ever. And civilization is still civil, right? So, very interesting place to be in mentally when you are also just my age, trying to go through you building relationships, maintaining relationships, figuring out your role in this life, your skills, what you bring to the world, everything that we already undergo as a human being. But now it's like, okay, but you have the big bag of knowledge on you at the same time. The people that are unconscious to the scope and the whole of the situation, they will be like, oh my god, like, it's out of your circle of concern. God did not tell me, hey, you caring about other people is out of your concern. If anything, God said that is your concern. It's not that I'm here to change the world, but I know that my purpose here is to communicate with the others who have felt as if this the burden of knowledge is too much sometimes. I know we can go back and forth with ourselves in our head and be like, I wish I didn't know nothing. I wish I could just be. No, you have a gift of knowing the truth. Now we're gonna see how we have to navigate using that to our advantage. There's a great power in not being able to be so easily manipulated, to be so easily controlled. Because if you think about it, if you, on the grand scheme of things, were unknowledgeable, there would be other moves that you just wouldn't make. Other things like when you're driving, when you're shopping, when you are at work, when you're communicating with others, those are all affected by your level of consciousness, right? So don't ever feel as if you should go back to the way that you were before you knew all of these things. You are entrusted and strong to understand and to conceptualize down to how far and how long this has been going on, and to understand that the struggles that you're undergoing is because there are layers and layers and layers of timelines that you are here overcoming. That is a very hard thing to do. feeling of just like, oh my goodness, it's so hard to be in a human being skin. Like, it's so hard to be in it. I'm still trying to figure out, what do you guys want from me, right? What do you guys want from me? I am only going to produce what I want for me at this point. Okay, what's up, green lovers? We want to get our money up. I'm making this video because I was sitting here like, it's gonna be very hard for you to express yourself to people, and it might make you reserve, like put yourself back a little bit from going and talking to people in the depth of what you think. I have recently been putting myself out there to get to talk to people more and give people opportunities to know me so that I can share my message and what's going on. I cannot be to myself and just try to communicate with people through the internet. I love it and I'm so happy, and I would love to meet some of you guys who are the same or feel the same way in the future. I'm feeling that those feelings of you're on the verge of crying, like you could literally be shaking so much. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. Who is going to help me? Who is going to be there when I need them? And who is taking the time to ask the good questions to be able to provide safety for you, understanding, and mutual respect? We're looking for respect, okay? When it comes to people, if you guys think of the show Survivor, who are the people that you would trust and become allies with? Those are the type of people that I'm trying to become friends with or have as people in my life. It has nothing to do with who's gonna win the challenges, who's on top, who's the fittest, who's this, that, the third. It's who you can trust. Who's going to nurture you when you have to look around and say, okay, I'm not doing great right now with this problem solving, or I'm still trying to figure out what is the best move for me. If you cannot trust the person that you're talking to and confide in them as your ally, then they're not the type of person that you should be talking to when you're all over the place, right? Because you're going to be disappointed by the response. For example, right now I'm hearing, oh my god, I'm having an anxiety attack, and the person saying, what do you want me to do? That is so, and if you have experienced that, I'm sorry, it puts you in a state of like, oh my god, other people cannot help me? Other people cannot help me? Are you serious? This oracle card that just came up, number 12, it says, don't be afraid to use your voice. Your opinion matters. When I'm overwhelmed like this and I cannot call somebody to be like, hey, I do have a couple people to call nowadays, thank god, right? But it hasn't always been like this. I had to go out and search and meet people and put myself out there. My foster sister, the other day, I was like, hey girl, sorry I didn't get back to you, not doing well, trying to process this being in a human body right now. It's very difficult for me right now. And she said, I feel you, I understand. So it's nice to have people around you that can understand what you're feeling in moments like that. But obviously that's in one case. Not every case is somebody going to be able to say the right thing, right? So going back to our skill of being able to, I'm hearing shaked up, and then being like, oh my gosh, other people can't help me or they don't care to help me. There's a difference between, like, you have to think the reason why it wasn't the you being like, oh, I wish that you had something, 333 on the clock, I wish that you had something to help me with my anxiety. It's more like, why don't you care a little bit more? And then when you feel like you don't have somebody who cares about you in that moment, that you are a little disheveled, you're gonna be like spiraling. And if you do that too, I'm very sorry for you. I have been, and I don't mean to say I'm sorry for you, it's just like I've been there. It's like I feel it. That card just came out again. I always judge myself, and as you could tell, I'm shaking right now. I have been doing everything scared, meeting people, trying to advance myself. I've been doing it scared. I feel like a lot of people think that because I have this like, oh, save the whole world mission, that I think I'm just like not bulletproof, but maybe you guys will know. State where you think that you are indestructible and stuff like that, when other people think you're just so strong, and they think, oh, you can handle it, you can handle it, she got that. Oh, I dealt with this. I've been brought to the point of insanity damn near a million times already in this lifetime, and it didn't make me not have a hard time with the next thing that I had to face. It's like the lesson was good, I took the L, the lesson was good, and I understood and got to wrap my mind around the fact that I needed this lesson to move on to the next thing. No, I would have loved some support. My ancestors passed on, my great-grandparents, my abuelita and abuelito, within the same year of each other. I know that despite, like, that's really the definition of people locking in. They locked in and they were able to support. If you think of a tribe and they are together, right? My great-grandmother and my great-grandfather were in PR their whole life. They were together for damn near 60 years, okay? Passed away within a year of themselves. And how many times is this story going to be? The Lovers is coming up for Geminis. It's very important that we choose the persons that choose us, because if we were in a tribe right now, we need that loyalty. This goes back to the loyalty, the trust, and the confinement. The confinement of being able to confine. It's locked in, confined. You would think confined like solitary confinement. You're in a locked in position. Confined. To trust that even here in the center, in your heart, I'm seeing the heart right now. That's crazy. Right here in the heart, because we have a lot of other things. If you're on this mission with me and you feel this level of, I need to do this, I need to do that, and other people cannot understand or cannot support you, you need to just ask them, do you care enough? Are you here to be somebody I can trust? Do their actions show you? I'm still navigating learning people because I haven't really gotten to know many people in my life. Not many people have given me the opportunity to get to know them deeply. I'm a very intuitive, intellectual. I love communication. I love depth. And when there's a certain level of depth that cannot be reached, I'm like, surface level, gotta go. And that's why, like, if I already was shown by people that they are not capable of thinking deeply to help create a safe space or a sanctuary for my thoughts, I'm all set. I make these YouTube videos because I know that there are people like me. I know that there are people like me on this earth. That's why this earth is still in full function. You could say that it's still in function because of the systems, because you could say it's still this would be a barren wasteland. This would be dark, gloomy. That I think the streets would be a mess. I think that I'm seeing empty stuff. I'm seeing all of this is because conscious beings, whether they're meant for consciousness of functionality and they are keeping their tribe or their whole section of the planet okay, you are doing something. You are worth more than they tell you that you are worth, because you're keeping the whole thing going, okay? And the conscious beings who sit here and make people feel better, make people continue to go on, because the function will not continue to go on if the people are not motivated, loved, encouraged, and supported, right? And I know what my mission is, and I'm shaking as I speak to you guys. This is not fear. This is acceptance. I just got a message to continue flourishing your plants in light, to get as tall as you want out of the plant. So shed as much light on you as you possibly can to reach new heights that you know you can get to. Right now, you might feel like a little plant, okay? But we need to put that plant under light, under the sun. The sun has come right back around, okay? It's about to be June, confirmation. Right? Let's grow and let's keep going. We know what our function is. It goes more farther than, what do I want to be? Who do I want to be? What is this going to be like? Oh, I'm supposed to, this is what other people are telling me to do. Never, ever has following what other people wanted for the path ever flourished or flowered or bloomed. Tend to your temple. Tend to you. Go inward and understand, right now, you are just put into the dirt outside. You grew through the mud. You grew through the dirt. You grew through the concrete. You took root, and it's time for you to bloom. It takes the whole process of coming out of the dirt, leaves, then the flower comes at the end. Bam, you harvest. How long does it take to harvest? How long does it take for that plant to keep growing? Grow, 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 so that you have more to harvest, if you get what I'm saying. All right, I hope that you guys are well. Elevate the Masses, gang. Bye. Elevate the Masses. It's like, what are you expecting from me? Describe my care for the world, or a manifestation of it. I'm trying to get everything